Canadians are boycotting the United States of America. It's not just Jack Daniels, you know. They're boycotting their trips. They're not going. They're not going to Florida, Vegas, or road trips in the United States of America. They're saying, no, we do not want to get erectedly probed at the border. We do not want to go into a gulag for a week, then find that we've lost our holiday money. No, we don't want to go there. And the insurance ain't going to cover us for kidnapping. Or maybe it does, I don't know. But anyway, the Canadians they're choosing other options. They're either travelling abroad, coming to Europe, for instance, or they are doing extended road trips. They're going on long trips in a vehicle. Now, you used to be doing road trips to the United States, maybe Route 66 or something, you know? But they've decided no. There's a massive downturn in road trips to the United States, but a massive increase in Canada. They decided to stay closer to home. After all, Canada's a beautiful country. And it has, well, a diverse climate as well, doesn't it, you know? Why would you want to go to the United States when you've got a country like Canada with bears and mooses and stuff? There's a moose about moose, apparently. So, the figures are looking really positive, and they've actually done this from 500,000, 500,000 reports, reports that they've been following. Anyway, to get these stats, and what they're saying is, to the United States is down the first 2 quarters this year, down 20% since Trump's been in, and in July it's down 37% of Canadians travelling via vehicle to the United States to do a road trip. They're not going anymore, you know. This obviously is hitting the US hard, you know. The tourist industry in the US is crying out for people to visit them. They're going over to Canada, you know, including that stupid numpty ambassador geezer, Pete Hoekstra, is that Hoekstra? Anyway, he's come, you're being nasty to us. You're boycotting us, it's all nasty, be nice. And then come to the United States. The Canadian people saying, feck you. You must be bloody joking. You've already got 150 of our people, at least, that we don't know where they are. Why they're not kicking up a big enough fuss about that, I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, I hope they are bloody trying to track these people down. You know, also the Canadian government. But, you know, domestic road trips, though, you see, are actually up by at least 25% in Canada. People are, you know, going to see the bears, camping with the bears. You know, do a bit of spooning with the bears. You know, when the bears come into your tent and they snuggle up beside you to keep warm. You know, you wake up, you've got a bear. And I say, I've seen the movies too. Was it Without a Paddle or something? No. Why is this? Well, it's obviously the Trump rhetoric. He's been seen as aggressive towards Canada. So the boycotts, elbows up and all that, you know. And this data, you say, is from Turo. That's it, Turo data. And it's this has been going on now for the 9th straight month, ever since Donald Trump took power. Because he started, didn't he, with this 51st state rhetoric. And the Canadian people have responded, and so they should. And so they should. And I say, well done, you know. Stand up for what you believe in. And if you're patriotic to your country, you love your country, support it. Don't listen to Pierre Poilievre, that feckin' moron, who's just an opportunist. No. Support your Prime Minister, and I'm sure you are, Mark Carney. It's just, it makes perfect sense to me, because with trade, direct foreign investment is on the up as well. Everything is looking good. The job numbers increased by 60,000 in September. You know, it had to be a decline, but now it's taken a turn for the positive. You know, it takes time, doesn't it? You know, steady leadership is what you need. But also it needs the Canadian people to support their Canadian businesses. And I know that's what you're doing. And that's why it's good, you know, because all those little small industries, small businesses, and in some cases like family-run businesses, will all benefit from you spending your money in their stores or their restaurants and activities and what have you, you know? Look after your own. And after the way that this feckin' orange von shits and pants in the White House has been treating you, it makes sense. Makes sense to look after your own. And it does. But also be open to those who travel to Canada as well, no matter where they're from. Unless they're arrogant arseholes wearing MAGA hats, well then treat them as scum. Yeah, but everyone else, you know, not everyone believes in Donald Trump. Not everyone is a MAGA hat. No. So the US citizens currently in the same boat you in many cases. They are just facepalm. They feel hopeless, helpless. They don't know what to do. Must be difficult, very difficult to see their country being dragged through the mud. Because no one's going to trust the United States for a very long time. For a very long time. And that'll be when Donald Trump is dead and gone. And all those who sail with him. Anyway, will you, Miss Kind, to be boopy me likey button? And if you want to support our rewilding project, we're planting trees there, you see. Trees. That's what we are. And right into the valley over there, but also we've got another piece of land over there as well, which is going to be planting. We'll be starting this year. And, you know, if you would like to have a tree, there's links down below, and if you make a little contribution, we'll plant a tree on your behalf, and I'll make a sign to go with your tree. Like this one here. It's actually, it's for a doggy called Artemis. It's Ginger's doggy. And so forth. So yeah, anyway. Toodaloo, have a lovely day, won't you? So it is all looking good. Things are making a turn for the positive in Canada. Do you like my hat? Hehehe